see you, brother. How you doing? Hey, we let brotherly love continue. One of these days, I want you to come over. I got something for you. You know, I came off wrong last time, but I want to build a relationship with you. You know.
I just need a little faith in the Most High. He order all the steps I take. Time may get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace.
Chapter 13 and verse 1.
Read that.
Let brotherly love continue.
Let brotherly love continue. You see yourself on the sign now. Hey, shoot up. See, give me Romans 12 and 10. Okay, so through the seed of your father, right? You know, we out here. This is what we out here doing. The brother said, "Let brotherly love continue." We just had a decent build with the family. This is what we're supposed to be doing. But would you say our entire nation of people is like that though? And these were strangers. But when we see strangers of our own people, what are we on? Right, depending on the person, depending on their appearance, right? You know, because you got people with evil appearances. But it's not supposed to be like that, though. This is what it's supposed to be like. Read.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love.
Be kindly affectionate towards one another with brotherly love. Read.
And honor, preferring one another.
We're supposed to prefer one another over these other nations. These other people, these white people out here, these Chinese people out here, and so on. They be, you walk up about 3-4 blocks. What you got, Chinatown? But our people don't prefer one another. This is what we're trying to do out here, trying to bid our people back to the laws of God. Because this is what it's teaching. Give me Leviticus 19 and 11. I want that. What I want before Theo falsely. Let's see, Leviticus 19, 11 or 17. One of those. You know, that's what we out here to do. You know, but the thing about it is our whole nation is like that. But it starts within us. It starts within us. Let me ask you this. You believe in the Bible? Because we're not no religion. This is our culture. Okay, so what we do, we coming straight out the Bible. We're not reading for what's giving our own interpretation. I just said let brotherly love continue. That's what Paul said. You know, but this is how we let brotherly love continue. Read that Leviticus 19:11.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 11. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another.
We're not supposed to deal. Give me Deuteronomy 28. We're not supposed to deal falsely with one another. But don't we see that within our community today? Stealing from each other today? Hey, it was some curses that was going to place on a particular group of people, and it was prophesied in the Bible, right? So let me ask you this. Do you eat pork? Give me that Deuteronomy 28. Give me verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt
say, let me not slack it. Just let me not say, hey, I got a question real quick. I just don't want to, we can have a conversation. Read.
Deuteronomy 28 chapter 15. But it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
Right there, slack it. So hearken means to listen. You got to listen to the Most High God. To do what?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So all these curses jump down to 54. All these curses. So from 15, it's like 16, all the way down to 68. Those are all the curses that's coming on our people. Because why? Because we didn't listen to the voice of the Most High God. We didn't follow his commandments, right? Read that curse here. Obadiah, can you give me Baruch 4:1? Read that 54.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54.
And I want you to tell me, what does it sound like? Read.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Didn't I just read in Paul in Romans 10, we're supposed to be let brotherly love continue, we're supposed to be preferring one another? Read.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
Read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Toward the wife of his bosom. Read.
And toward remnant of his children,
toward
which he shall leave.
towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. What does that sound like? Huh? Don't that sound like baby mama, baby daddy drama? So it's the wife of his children. We were once a loving, affectionate people. But we got away from that because we wanted to do contrary to the laws of God. But since we went contrary to the laws of God, hey, now we don't got that. Now we don't got that brotherly love. Now we hate each other in our own eye. Now we're not even dealing truthfully with our wives, right? Baby, the curse was the wife of his bosom. He's going to hate and leave her, right? We got songs about niggas rapping about that. And they glorify in that. But that's not something we glorify in them. But we make that our black culture. What the hell is that? We got to stand against that. But then he leaves children. We got a lot of households. But that's mainly what? In the black community. Right? Jump down to verse, read me that Baruch 4:1.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1.
And Baruch is a scribe of Jeremiah. Right? Read.
This is the book of the commandments of God,
Uh-huh.
and the law that endureth forever.
The law endures forever. For Malachi, it says that God changes, right? The law endures forever. So now go back to Deuteronomy 28 and jump down to 68. I'm just reading you a couple of verses that's going to happen on the people. It's many. And, it's not all going to happen on one person, because I particularly don't fall all the way in to 54 because I grew up in a two-parent household. But a lot of my other family members, cousins, and friends and whatnot, they don't know what that is. And that, when we look at that, I got friends, I got baby mama, baby daddy trauma. Because they didn't put, the Bible teaches us we got to prove one another. What does that prove mean? Meaning establish truth in that individual. So if you establish truth in that individual when you get in a relationship, you wouldn't cast your baby mama or your baby daddy aside. This is individual, and I want to be with her for life. What I got you?
28:68.
Yeah, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Like it right there. So Egypt is synonymous to bondage. The Israelites was doing heavy bondage in Egypt. We went in and through our captivity. Read. But this was one particular captivity.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Read.
With ships.
So Egypt is synonymous to bondage. The Bible calls America today spiritual Egypt, right? With ships, though. This is the only time in history a certain group of people went into slavery. That's prophesied in the Bible. That's 2 prophecies. That's why it's 16. It's many more. Now, give me Leviticus 11. Give me 11 and 7. You got any questions so far? Oh, okay. Yeah, read that. Leviticus 11 and 7.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
You got to put the court down. Because sin is transgression of God's law. John taught us that. Read.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Do you know that? It's not a trick question, because I'm majored in food science, so a lot of people will ask, why? So it's a abomination, and it cheweth not the cud. The Most High God, your God, is practical. Cows chew cud. Why? Because when they eat things, they have one stomach, but it's a 4-compartment chamber. Those first 2 compartments of the chamber, it cleans off the parasites, and then it regurgitates it. Then it's chewing the cud. Then it's going back again to another compartment of their stomach, the ruminants, I believe, and it's pulling the nutrients out of it, and then they spit it up again, and they're chewing it, and that's how they digest. The pig doesn't eat that. It just eats any and everything, and it's in their flesh, and that's those parasites, those things that you eat, and you can't cook it out. I did science behind it. You can't cook it out. But our people are what? As at the top of charts of how many diseases? High blood pressure, hypertension, this, that, and the third. Because what? They love that pork chop. They love that bacon. They got good beef bacon. You go to the farmer's market out here over there in West Oakland on Sundays, or they have beef bacon, or you go over there They got good. So give me that about the I don't know. You eat shellfish? Hey, read that about
Leviticus
shellfish.
chapter 11, verse 9.
I see you, brother. How you doing? Hey, we let brotherly love continue. One of these days, I want you to come up. I got something for you. I came off wrong last time, but I want to build a relationship with you. Read.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Read.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So whatever have fins and scales that come out of the waters, those are the things that you should eat. Why? Because the scales on them, it reflects, lack of better words, the parasites. But when you eat shrimp or a crab, you see them barnacles on their shell. That's a parasite. Or when you open it up, you see those little even when you look under a microscope of those things, those are the things that you're putting in your body. But just because you say, oh, I may not be sick now, but just because judgment is not, give me that, because judgment is not, you know what I want, right? Google it, judgment, go on Google, because judgment is not expedient quickly. Just because brother came on back, and you right on time. Hey, brother, how you doing? You come here. I got something for you. Come over here real quick. Let me holler at you, player. Let me holler at you. What you got going on today? You chilling? Hey, I'm chilling too. Tell me something. Give me Leviticus 11. Tell me where you see yourself at on this side.
What's religion?
This is our culture. This is our culture. We believe that the Bible, contrary to popular belief, the Bible is our culture. It's our history book. And the Bible prophesies about some things that's going to happen to a particular group of people, and only that group of people, right? This Bible is not for everybody. The Bible actually says it, right? So where you see yourself at on the side? Judah, from the seed of your father?
Yep.
Hey, God, all praise, all praise. So you'll be an Israelite, brother. Let me ask you this: Do you eat pork? Okay, God, all praise. Now you gotta go a little deeper though, because they're crafty. They put pork in a lot of products, right? What about shellfish? Okay, God, all praise. What about hey, give me Jeremiah 10. Give me Jeremiah 10. You know what I want in Jeremiah 10, right? Jeremiah 10.
I'm gonna come back when you try to go to my phones.
Okay, hey, come on, hey. The Bible says that we're not supposed to steal falsely, or lie to one another. If you ain't coming back, just say, I'm gonna catch you next time. You want to, hey, be a man of your word, brother. Okay, all praises, all praises. Time. Give me Leviticus 11. We talk about the dietary law. You say you don't eat pork, right? And shellfish. So I'm breaking it to the brother down. And I was just teaching. I said, hey, we're supposed to let brother love. See, we understand in the Bible, which is our culture, right? Meaning we're not supposed to suffer sin upon them. I gotta let my brother know you can't eat those things. And I broke it down practical to you, right? Of why we can't eat the pea, why we can't eat shellfish, But because we ate those things, this is what happened to us. Because we ate those things, because we didn't follow the Most High God's laws, now we got an evil eye towards each other. Now we have baby mama, baby daddy drama. Father his household. That's why I just read that to him. Didn't I read that to you? Didn't the Bible prophesy that? It prophesied that. What you holding? Read that.
Ecclesiastes.
No, what is that? Yeah, Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11.
And the reason I'm bringing this out because of judgment is not, because we do some certain things, even though it goes contrary to the laws of God, in sin, read.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Because that judgment to do evil work, and hey, you may not see no harm in eating those things, but God called it an abomination, right? God said you're supposed to deal with your brothers and brotherly love, right? But because we don't do that, because we want to, they're what? the music and stuff, we're going to hold our women out. Because, read it again. Read that again.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Because those judgments is not, I've been getting my money like this. I haven't had no harm. So you're going to keep on doing that, but our people are going to continue in the same state. That's why we got to build up people to come on back to Lord God. So it's going to be well for us, right? It's going to be well for us. Just think about it. If our people stop killing each other, because you heard about the shooting that happened about last month over there at Perry, right? What that? Young, like I think the brother was like maybe 20 years old or so. What? How you got ops? Why do our people have ops? Give me that in Romans 12 and 10. Why do our people have ops? But look, who did this to us? Who did this to us? But yet we want to hold hand in hand with the people that did this to us. We're not bad enough yet. And I'm not out trying to stir rage up into you to actually go get these people. No, don't do that. Because guess what? We in a kingdom. We in a kingdom. And the Bible teaches us how to deal wisely when we're in our capital kingdom. Right? But since they know this, people that did this to us, since they know this, they deal crafty with us. Read that.
Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love.
Now give me Psalms 83. We got to deal with each other every day. Right? Wouldn't it be nice if I accidentally or, if I left my wallet or something behind? You don't got to worry because, hey, my brother got me. Watch this. I don't even know that brother. He still got me. Wouldn't that be nice? That's what the laws of God teaches us. Wait a minute. What if I have a wife? Because the Bible don't teach no girlfriend. Because when you lay down, I understand. We men. I understand that thing. Obadiah, give me that about King Solomon, about the gold in his mouth. So I see the brother over here shining up.
Yeah.
That's your culture.
Go to Songs of Solomon, chapter 1.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1.
Yep, hold that. What you got there?
Psalms 83.
These are our enemies. Read that. Read that.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 2.
Get wisdom of Solomon.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
David said in Psalms, he said there's enemies against the people of God. The people of God are the 12 tribes. These are enemies, the people that did this to us. Right? Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They crafty counsel. They pushing this kind of music on our people today. What's going on with Tory Lanez? What's going on with our brother? We know when they locked that brother, we know he didn't do that shit. Sloppy. We know he didn't do that mess, right? But they take crafty counsel because what they want to push the black sister up, the black woman up, and put us against each other. They did this back in the 60s through redlining. If we go down in history, that's that crafty counsel. Through the music, they pushing this. Our people are bugged out, high off all kind of shit. They're not thinking right. They're not operating right. This crafty counsel, they think they advertising the abominable food, dressing it up. You got crab boils, crab boils, this, that, and the third. But God said, no, that's that crafty counsel because they're appealing to one people. The Bible teaches that that if we can get the enemies, right? If we can get the people away from the laws of God, we know God's not going to be with us. Now we can do these things. So that's why we went into chattel slavery, because it wasn't keeping the laws of God, and God took his hedge of protection around us. Took his hedge of protection from around us, right? That's why we did those things. And now, since we come to the knowledge, like, okay, it's just that this is not your regular, typical what you're going to hear in the church. Y'all, I don't know if y'all go to church or not. I bet y'all don't go to church because we read out the book. Hey, what y'all? I need that scripture. What I got you?
Songs of Solomon.
Psalms 83.
I got Psalms 83.
Read. These are our enemies.
From the top. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Come and let us take them off from being a nation. From being a nation. Now they're doing it through the music. Now they're doing it through the food. Because we just read that we're not supposed to be eating certain things. We're not supposed to be eating certain things. We're not supposed to be whoring our sisters out, right? We're not supposed to be whoring our own selves out, right? I understand it. We men, but we got to come back from that. Read. But who are the people that did it? Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation,
Read.
that the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
Now you're calling yourself black. I'm a nigga. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Mexican. No, you come from a mighty tribe. Judah, Issachar, Ephraim, Manasseh, Naphtali, Levi, Benjamin. Right? Read. Who are these people?
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
The Bible says they're confederate against us. Read.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom. The Bible teaches Edom is the so-called white man today. We all have a biblical nationality, right? Tabernacles of Edom. The Edomites. Have y'all heard Edomites before? Edomites is the biblical nationality of the so-called white people today. Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites, those Arabs. Read.
Of Moab.
We was in slavery to them before the white man. Read.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes. If you read down that list of Psalms 83, Obadiah, get that wisdom of Solomon. Because I want to build this brother up. I'm building both of y'all up, right? Have y'all heard this before? Have you heard this before? And you see, what are we giving our own interpretation? Y'all got any questions? You know, read that wisdom of Solomon. Because this is our culture. I want that. Give me that law unto yourself. This is what we're coming out with. I'm going to give y'all a flyer. I don't want to. If y'all got questions, y'all want me to go on? I can go on. But hey, you know, I bid y'all, hey, look up this information. Look up this information. You know, hey, come back to y'all. You know, hey, brother. Oh, give me Jeremiah 10. That's what I wanted. Jeremiah 10. You keep these holidays? You keep these holidays? Christmas, Thanksgiving,
Birthdays.
you know, you celebrate. Read that.
Jeremiah
10.
Jeremiah 10 and verse 2.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
The heathen, the people that think those are the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at
Don't be
them.
dismayed at the signs of heaven. What are those signs of heaven? All people are what is the horoscopes. Zodiac signs. Because the sun is on this side of the day, or because I'm this, because I'm a Cancer, a Capricorn, I'm this. Especially our sisters do that. Oh, I ain't gonna deal with you because you're a Capricorn. You don't even know me. The Bible teaches that you're supposed to prove one another. Don't y'all have any sisters do that, man? You see a fine sister or whatnot, and they like, oh, you a Cancer. What the hell they got? Read. Hey, come back over here. Read that.
From the top.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen,
We're not supposed to learn those ways. Read.
and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't be dismayed at those zodiac signs. Our sisters are greatly in ordeal in them. Even our brothers too. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
And the heathens are dismayed at them because we what? We learned their customs. Read.
For the customs of the people are vain.
They're vain. They're vain. It don't mean a goddamn thing. It's an idol. Read.
For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
The X. Read.
They deck it with silver and gold.
What does that sound like? You can from the top. They cut the tree out the forest.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Uh-huh.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest,
Read.
the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Read.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
What does that sound like? Don't that sound like the Christmas tree?
Cutting a tree down and put ornaments. and
Read
stuff.
on.
They deck it with silver and gold.
Uh-huh.
They fasten it with nails
Uh-huh.
and with hammers, that it move not.
So when they get that Christmas tree, they put that wood up under there so it don't move. Jeremiah, well, It said, thus says the Lord. But God said, don't do those things. Don't make your way after the customs, right? Other people. Right? Hey, we have a Passover. That's what we're supposed to do, right? We're supposed to be keeping Pentecost, which will be first fruits, right? We're supposed to be keeping a feast of dedication. Those are the things, keeping new moon. Those are customs. And matter of fact, we got more high holy days than these worldly things today. Our people go broke. A certain spirit come on our people. It's good now, right? But soon the holidays come around, our families and friends, they got a sorrow spirit on them. Why? Y'all not supposed to be doing anything, but it's a spiritual thing. I don't want to wear y'all out about that. But I'm just giving y'all mind to thinking. You know what? The brother right. Our people get a little bit more depressed around the holidays. But the Bible teaches us how to be joyous, right? Our people are depressed for real things, though. Loved ones then pass. But you're not just supposed to be thinking about your loved ones during the holidays, right? You're not just supposed to be gathering each other up for holidays. You're supposed to be calling your mother, your daddy, your family members, your friends in January 20th. I think that's, what is that? I didn't call, I think that's MLK Day. We're supposed to be gathering ourselves together on March 1st, right? Every day. We're supposed to be going and seeing our family. We're supposed to be gathering together, having feast days all the time. And even doing it more on new moons. That's what the Bible teaches, right? Y'all got any questions?
When you bought to a lower state, you must learn to be patient. You come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation. Who trusted Yah was misled and not past generations. No one forsaken, you mistaken if you ain't obeying. No lying on no tail bearing. Get deep behind the
And so right there, so we, brothers got built up. Brothers got built up. They never heard this, as y'all heard them say. They never heard this before. They learned that we gotta let brotherly love continue. It's a beautiful thing when brothers can sit there and hearken and understand the words that are coming out of our mouths. Read that.
Romans chapter 2, verse 12.
Read.
For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law.
Read.
And as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law.
So y'all gonna be judged by the law. So it doesn't matter if you have the law of God or not. You're still gonna be judged by that law. What? The laws of God. Read.
For not the hearers of the law are just before God.
Right. So right there, for not the hearers. So I'm praying. I'll call heaven and earth this day to report this day against them that they heard these laws. Start from the top again. 13.
Romans chapter 2, verse 13. For not the hearers of the law are
Right.
just before God.
So I just don't want those brothers to hear, because they're not going to be justified by that.
But the doers of the law shall be justified.
I need them brothers to do this work, do the law. That's how you be justified by God. Read.
For when the Gentiles, which have not the law,
Right, because the Gentiles, they don't have the law. Our people are what? Black. They think they black, Americans, this, that, and the third. For the what? For the Americans, change that word from Gentiles to Americans.
for
Read.
when the Americans, which have not the law,
For the blacks that had not the law, read.
do by nature the things contained in the law.
Do by nature the thing that's contained in the law. One of the brothers said he don't eat abominable foods. He don't eat that, but he didn't know that was in the Bible though. Read.
Having not the law are a law unto themselves.
So having not the law, y'all get plugged out with this. For having not the law is a law unto himself, meaning because they was automatically keeping the laws of God, they're a law unto itself. Read.
Which show the work of the law written in their hearts.
Showing the law that was written on the heart, because the law was always given to us in the spiritual. The brother had gold up his mouth like King David, like King Solomon. Read.
Their conscience also bearing witness.
And the conscience bearing the witness, meaning they do those things. They know it's bad, but they don't know that God told them it's bad. Read.
And their thoughts, the mean, while accusing or else excusing one another.
Read.
In the day when God shall judge the secrets of men,
So when God brings your actions, when God replace your life. Read.
By Yahushua, according to my gospel.
By Christ, when Christ is standing before you in the Most High God. Read.
Behold, thou art called a Jew.
Thou art called a Jew, a son of God. Hey, with that, we are the sons of thunder Israelites. It is our hopes, hearts, and prayers, desires that all of Israel shall be saved.
You ain't obeying, no lying on no tail bearing. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's my brother, no bloodshed. Get thee behind me, Satan. No idolatry, no adultery.